Alrighty, we're live. Well, let me see how the camera angle looks. Alright, awesome. Let me get this all set up. Alrighty. Sweet. Let me see if I can move this over. There we go. Alright, perfect. Let me go ahead and get started on making some sundaes then. Before that, let me see if I can get some music going, because that'd be nice. Ooh. Alright. So iTunes is spooked out on me. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a charger for my laptop. It's almost about to die. Alright. Whew. Alrighty. Here we go. What's this? Alrighty. Whew. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this Sunday show on the road. Howdy everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'll be making some ice cream sundaes. I'm gonna be making some homemade brownies, homemade ice cream, homemade toppings, the works. So, let's go ahead and get started on the ice cream part. Alright. Hey, thank you for the follow, Lord Gage. Appreciate it. And thank you for joining me. Usually I have stuff a little bit more set up, but it was a race against the clock. I've been labbing actually brownie recipes since this morning because I was trying to find one that would go best with a ice cream sundae recipe. And man, yeah, I think I made about 6 trays of brownies. Haven't quite nailed it down yet, but hopefully today we'll be able to get something. Yeah, I was doing that, and then I was also doing a special chocolate sauce. I was trying to make I've been testing out different recipes for Magic Shell, which is that chocolate sauce that you can pour on ice cream, and then it hardens, and then you can break it. And I've been trying to make a home-cooked version of that, which I think would be some pizzazz to an already pizzazz dessert. So, let me go ahead and grab some stuff. Ooh. Alright. So, grabbing some cream, some milk, I'm gonna grab some eggs. Alright, and can't forget sugar. Alrighty, and let me grab a measuring cup. how's it going? You know what? I'm gonna see if I can turn on. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. There we go. All right. So, ice cream. Let me go ahead and get this on. So my ice cream base that I'm using for this one's pretty simple. I'm gonna just go half, 50% of each one. So 2 cups of this, and then two cups of heavy whipping cream, and then 2 cups of whole milk. So let's get it going. Now I tried a whole bunch of different ratios for this, and this one seemed to work really well because it's not too rich, and it's also it's satisfying without being too rich, and plus it's easy to remember. Just half and half. You use the same amount of heavy cream as you use whole milk. Perfect, and that should finish that up. And I'll put this away for now. I've got some plans for this. And sorry if I jump out of the frame quite a bit. There's a few things in the kitchen sink that I'll probably be grabbing throughout the day. But let's see, we got this. And now let's go ahead and get some eggs in there. Eggs is optional. I like to add them just because I think it gives it a nice custardy sort of a base to it. And I think it's really complimentary for the bomb-ass ice cream I'm making. So. And I'm not going to be using the whole egg, I'm just using the egg yolks. And let me see, I need a whisk. Alright. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I've actually been making desserts since this morning. I woke up and I said, you know what, I want to really try and see if I can figure out a good brownie recipe. And so I started off with a basic one. I forget what it was from America's Test Kitchen. Usually they give you a pretty good target to hit. And then I've been tweaking it based off that because I want mine to be chewy, I want mine to be sweet but not too sweet, to be a good base for a sundae. So let me go ahead and add these eggs to the ice cream base, and I am just using the yolks. If I use the whites, it would kind of make it taste a little too eggy. Oh no, I broke the yolk on this one. I'm going to add three yolks to this. I think that's a perfect amount. Alright. Alright. And we're going to whisk this. Throw this out. Let me see if I can put this in a place where I'm able to stir it a little bit easier. Pardon me, I'm just going to mess around with this a little bit. I want to see if I can make it so I can see you guys a little bit easier. Alright, sweet. So right now I've got in here egg yolk, whole milk, and cream. which would make a good sweet cream ice cream, but that is not what I'm making. I'm making a banana ice cream, so let me go ahead and grab some bananas. BRB. Alright. So first thing I'm going to need is this. Readjust this. There we go. Alright. Sweet. Crazy. I was like scrambling to try and get this go live at 4. I've been actually trying to practice the recipes I was going to make today. So got a lot of dishes that used to make all this stuff. Let me go ahead and grab. All right, blade. Put this away. Alright. So one would think you'd need like fresh bananas for this. This is actually not what you want for a banana ice cream because these are going to make it kind of taste like Laffy Taffy. The way to make something really banana-y is to use really, really, really ripe bananas. Like almost like black. So after having spent that much time getting ripe, the sugars in there really develop. So I actually got some. Now I didn't leave these sitting out all day. These are actually bananas that had starting to get dark, and right before they got really dark, I put them in the freezer, and then I took them out to thaw out just right before the shooting. So it's gonna look kind of a little bit gnarly, but I promise you this is going to taste really, really darn good. I've made this before, so I know what I'm doing. There we go. Alright. Put this away. Alright, now I'm going to blitz this, and then I'm going to add this to our ice cream base here. Is it plugged in? Oh wait. It might not be plugged into anything. That would help. Alrighty. I'm gonna grab this banana puree. This is gonna go inside the ice cream mix. So that's about 3 ripe bananas in there. I forgot where I got the idea to make banana ice cream. I think I was really craving it, and I've been kind of on this thing where I've been saying to myself, if I want something unhealthy, I better make it myself. Because then it definitely slows down the rate at which I eat really unhealthy junk food, because if you have to make your own ice cream, make your own cake, probably not going to be eating ice cream and cake very often. So I think that was my motivation to try and learn a banana ice cream. Plus, I was trying to recreate the Ben and Jerry flavor, which is like one of my favorites. If I did this right, I'm going to cook it down just to the point where it starts to, where you can do this on a spatula. but I still need to add some sugar to this. Well, sweet. Ooh, I need to grab a cup. So I think what, 3 cups should do it. Let's start with 1.5 and see where that gets me. And I do want this ice cream kind of on the sweet side because when it gets cold, you're not going to be able to taste it as well. Actually, let me get you guys a little closer to action. What? Would this be a bomb Sunday? Yes, yes, you could say that. And sorry again for the Michael Bay special effects. All right, so cool. All right, so this is what we're working with here. This is our ice cream base. This has got bananas, heavy cream, whole milk. Pretty good. I think this needs double the sugar. I think it needs 3 cups, not 1.5. Because it's pretty good right now, but as an ice cream, it definitely needs to be a lot sweeter since this is going to be colder. So I'm adding another 1.5 cups to this, making 3 cups total. And that's a lot of sugar, but one, nobody eats ice cream to lose weight. It's definitely not a low-cal dessert. Second, it's going to help this freeze really, really well because 2 things help ice cream freeze very smoothly, and that is fat and sugar. So there's plenty of fat in here with the egg yolks and the heavy cream, and then plus the 3 cups of sugar. This should freeze pretty smoothly. Explosion. Hopefully I go for an explosion of flavor. That's the idea here. Alright, let me try this. Pretty good. Just missing one last thing. I'm adding a pinch of salt just to bring some of the non-sweet flavors out of this thing. Alright, let me try this. Alright, I think we're in business. This is a good angle. There we go. Let me go ahead and put some stuff away. I'm going to grab the ice cream machine. Plug this bad boy in. And I'm going to give this a quick wipe down with a clean rag. Sweet. This is an Italian ice cream maker. I got this thing off of Amazon. I went and read a bunch of different reviews, and this was kind of the one I landed on. And so Swan said it makes the smoothest ice cream. Now I wouldn't get an ice cream maker if you're trying to save money because, well, you could. I probably wouldn't get this one. Man, you'd have to make a lot of ice cream in this to essentially be saving money from buying it. But if you're the kind of person who's really particular about how their ice cream is or what's in it, an ice cream maker ain't a bad option. So let me go ahead and get this rolling. I'm gonna set that for what? 40 minutes I think is good. Gotta add about half of it in there. I forget, we have probably maybe like a quart and a half of ice cream in this thing, so that should come out to about like 2 quarts of banana ice cream at the very end. Set this aside. Ooh. All right, that is the ice cream part. All right. Now, now I'm going to try and get a little bit of a double boiler action because this is, now we're getting into brownie time. Let's do this. And I will be back. I'm going to grab the ingredients for the brownies. Alright. Chocolate. Here's this. This is on. Perfect. Alright. Cool. Alright, so I think I got everything I need for the brownies. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to weigh out 4 ounces of chocolate chips. It doesn't really matter what kind you use. I'm using dark chocolate, but if you got semi-sweet, that works too. It's honestly just a matter of personal preference. Alright, so I've weighed out 4 ounces or about 115 grams of chocolate, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Measuring the butter is a lot simpler. I am adding half of this stick in there. Do it. Alright. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Sunday so far. The last stream I decided to make kind of an impromptu Sunday, and I used up all of the banana ice cream that I had. So I figured, well, this will be a perfect time for me to make some more banana ice cream, and if I'm going to break out the sugar and all the heavy cream, I might as well make some extra stuff with it and make it a little extra. I was actually bugging my roommate yesterday. I was kind of showing her like all the different Sundays that I was trying to think of to make on stream. I was like, oh, what if I put this? What if I put brownie on the bottom, banana ice cream on top, strawberry compote, around, and then some caramel, and then some whipped cream, and then some nuts. So I'm attempting to try and do all of those things today. My spatula go. You think you know your own kitchen so well. Welcome. For anyone who's just joining us, this is the Sunday stream, as I attempt to make an entire brownie sundae from scratch, including the ice cream, the brownie, all the toppings that go on it. One doesn't certainly have to go through all the effort to make their own toppings, but if you like to kind of have a hand in what your toppings are made out of and how they taste, it's a good way to go. Actually, you know what a faster way for this is? A double boiler is a good way to do this, but I think I got a slightly faster way. That going in for 30 seconds in the microwave just to kind of get it all nice and melted. You could probably put that in for like 30 seconds in the microwave or 2 bursts of 30 seconds and you'll have your melted chocolate and butter. Actually, I might not even need this, so we'll see how that turns out. Alright. Alright, I think this should lead us to promised land here. You know, this melted chocolate will almost be good just as its own sauce as well. But it is going to be a brownie sundae, so I'm going to make this into brownies, dark chocolate brownies. And I've been and to give you an idea of how seriously I've been taking the whole brownie idea, this morning when I was making brownies, I was testing out different variations of different recipes to find one that I really, really liked. I found a good one, which is the one that I'm making. I think there's always room for improvement though, so I'm still searching. I have like a series of Word files right now on my computer with all the different variations that I've used. Like every attempt, all the different ingredients, what I scored every recipe, so it's pretty intensive. So hopefully I'll be able to go over it, and if I decide to make like a video series, then I could be like, oh yeah, I made this brownie before and I made all of these mistakes, and I can tell you why you don't want to do this, or why I chose not to use this ingredient or whatnot. Alright, so that is good. Let me put this out of the way. Sweet. So we got our Choco sauce here. Alright, let's add some brownie stuff to this. So, I'm going to add half a cup of sugar. Add a couple of eggs to this. And then a little pinch of salt. Just kind of bring out a little bit of the chocolate. I'm going to stir this all together. I'm always looking for new recipes, so if anyone knows like a good chewy brownie recipe, I'd be very interested because that's what I'm trying to go for. Or that's what I've been trying to find. Alright, cool. Okay. It works. Maybe I added a little bit too much salt in that. I think I just got an area with a lot of salt in it. Otherwise, I think that's good. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I make delicious stuff. I totally never make mistakes on this. There you go. And now I'm going to add a third cup of flour. I really, really do not want a lot of flour in this because I'm not trying to make a cake. I want a dense brownie. A dense, moist brownie. If it isn't dense or it isn't moist, then it's just a chocolate cake. And I am not trying to make a chocolate cake. So I am not a fan.